We're in Bellevue, Manchester for the Betfair Laurels final coming up at 9:45. But we've just seen a real marathon start in Capoley Ash in trap 6, just out of the picture at the moment. This is Black Reason we're looking at alongside Capel Foxy, but it wasn't to be their night. I Am Zakil briefly challenged. But it's all about trap 6, Capoley Ash, who's just knocked 5 spots off the track record. 54.28 the winning time, and here he comes. He's a powerful beast, that's for sure, for Barry Draper. The Ledger runner-up, shaped as though 8 bends would suit, and he certainly has proved that tonight. He's a superstar, the future marathon runner. He's arrived, he's the one to watch in the marathon, and, well, they'll be well pleased about that, even if Barry second left doesn't look that happy at the
Two semi-finals for the WilliamHill.com St. Ledger. In the first one, Skywalker Shearer for Seamus Cahill in trap 4 was sent off the 2-to-1 favourites. Here comes ahead, there they go, racing up towards the first bend, and not a great start there for Blue Bee at the back, but showing good speed early on is Muweba Hilda. That's going to lead him round here. From racing in second place at the moment comes Dance Wizard, that's moving up nicely. Just a little bit of crowding and bumping going on there, and Skywalker Shearer finds itself at the back of the pack. A lap to go as they go into that third turn, and kicking on now. We've got trap 6 taking over, but there's more trouble there on the inside. Snowden Flyer, though, was badly hampered that time. So heading down the far side, it's Dance Wizard with the lead at the moment, being chased here by Blue Bee that suddenly shot through after these Capoley Ashes making up ground on the outside. They come around the final bend, and Dance Wizard, Blue Bee on one side, Capoley Ash on the other. It's Blue Bee and Capoley Ash, just Blue Bee from Capoley Ash and Dance Wizard. Well, a messy kind of race, but Matt Dartnell's Blue Bee wins in a time of 42.01, beating Capoley Ash by a neck.
By Kate Miller, Director of Racing. Very good evening to you. Hard night for the bookies, eh? Taking a bit of a whacking.
Yeah, well, we met earlier on, and I think you cursed us early doors by saying it looked a very fair card for bookmakers tonight, and it looks like we might be chopping it off. But
I was just bluffing. I'm on the side of the punters.
It's definitely not the case, and yeah, we've been battered and bruised, really. A couple of really well-backed dogs. You know, very busy betting heat tonight as well. Good. Very surprising. No football, I guess, which has made a difference, and you know, it does make the appeal. Football really does dominate over greyhound racing when they go head-to-head, sadly. But you know, very, very busy. Plethora of busy
Did you
bets.
think it would be a hard card when you looked at it? Did you think?
I thought it looked a fair card. There wasn't, you know, there weren't too many short ones. It looks like you know, there's plenty to oppose them with as well. The likes of Jimmy Lolly. That was a good result for us, Jimmy Lolly being beaten, I guess, but quite sad to see. But he ran a great race on his return. And then tonight's final, one of the most competitive finals I've seen for many a year in the St. Ledger.
What do you think will win?
Before I came tonight, I thought Blue Bee looked a very good thing, but I'm not sure the track is really running in the back runners' favour. Those dogs that are going to be coming late and fast, I think it's more front runners, maybe railers as well.
Well, here was a definite winner in 2007. Isn't it lovely to see Spirit and Louis with Lorraine Sams, who's just retired as a trainer to be a stipendiary steward, and there is the great Spirit and Louis. Would you like to say a few words about that and then start off the parade for us?
Yeah, it's a great touch, of course, Lorraine Sams as a trainer. Well, she's retired now. She's now the GBGB's newest stipendiary steward. Good luck in her new role to Lorraine. 2007 Grand of the Year, Spirit and Louis on the TV Trophy Durando Marathon, and, well, you saw it earlier, the St. Ledger. What a fabulous run it was, owned by Gail May and trained by Lorraine Sams. They had lots and lots of fun with Spirit and Louis. Trap 1 will, I think, be me, isn't it? Curracule, trained by Charles Fanust for Neil Cousins. Got plenty of early pace, as Matt Dartnell said, had moved off in the semi-finals, and we'll probably do the same again. We'll try to pace up. This is a big night for Charles, and we wish him all the best with Curracule. Good enough over 4 bends to win a heat of the Derby. He's come a long way for an A2 at Doncaster a while back, and he's running in tip-top form, and he looks resplendent, doesn't he, Charles, in his big, what is that, a fedora?
Stetson, maybe.
Stetson.
And also looking equally as nice is Matt Dartnell, trainer of Blue Bee, the favourite of tonight's field.
Calm down.
Owned by Andrew Rees and Brian Bradford, beautifully, beautifully bred daughter of top puncher and sister to the likes of Amphi Gem, Farley Totty and Farley Blitz, has been revelling around the more galloping tracks, but secured her first ever Wimbledon victory last week after a compromising first bend position. Trainer Matt Dartnell admits to being unhappy with the draw, but she'll drop herself out early, and then her sat-nav will have to do the talking for for her. Without doubt, the class act of the field, and from a litter that already holds claims to 6 Group 1 winners. Can she be the 7th tonight?
Yeah, stunning effort really from Desi Lockery and the crew there. Aero Majestic runs out of trap 3 for Mark Wallace and the Aero Racing Syndicate, a career record of 5 wins from 15 starts, wins at Romford, Monmore, Sittingbourne, and of course here at Wimbledon in a Sittingbourne final, beat Razzle Dazzle, Prue and Blonde Blitz. Aero Majestic looking to keep Mark Wallace atop of the Trainers' Championship table. And Mark trained the St Leger winner a couple of years back in Kinda Easy. I think he had a short head second, didn't he? Droopy Zach?
Penske Rain lines up in trap 4 tonight, owned by Mick Freshwater and hailing from Kevin Hutton's In-Form Kennel. The oldest finalist in tonight's field progressed through the grades at Swindon before moving into Open Race Company. Turned in a sparkling 5.5 length beating of Aero Majestic in last week's semi-final. 6 from 20 he boasts in trap 4 in his Open Race career, and arguably tonight would appreciate the striped jacket better. This greyhound can easily defy his odds as the 16-to-1 outsider of tonight's field.
That's trap 4. This is trap 5. Darts Wizard, trained by Philip Simmons for the Dave Jarvu Syndicate, which is Dave Bartley and Philip Simmons, and I presume named after Simon Whitlock, no less. The Darts Wizard, the Wizard of Oz, sponsored by Harlow Stadium. A5 and A6 wins, kicked off his career at Harlow. Yes, he's the youngest runner in the race, December 2009, but closed on Blue Bee, only beaten half a length in the semi-finals. Philip said, whatever happens, 2011 is a bonus. 2012, probably Darts Wizard's year, but do not rule him out.
In trap 6, reflecting the dominance of the first 3 in the betting here. 9-4, 11-4 and 3-1, very tight in the betting. Capoley Ash, owned by Maurice Elliott and Edna Slater, trained by Barry Draper, just his 4th start away from his home base at Sheffield. Capoley Ash has bagged the plum draw in tonight's final, the only finalist not to win a round of the competition, but ran a blinder in the opening round to go down by half a length to Blonde Fletch, and then again by a neck to Blue Bee in last week's semi. Probably the strongest runner in tonight's field, and could land his first big competition in one of the most competitive lineups for years.
Well, Blue Bee is the only bitch in this race. She's also the smallest by quite some distance. So, Brian, if trap 1 does move off, it's really important she tries to avoid a bump, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really important because I think if she's near enough, she must win the race. And I think if she gets it, she can get out, but she doesn't seem to get it. She doesn't like it here. She's a bit like me. I don't like it here neither. But if it was at Hove, then we wouldn't be worried at all.
Well, we know it's not her favourite track, but Andrew, she did give you every reason to be confident in the semi-final, didn't she?
Yeah, she ran tremendously well. She came out stone last, ran through the whole field to win. And the remarkable thing is she's had 3 races here, and she's ran 42.02, 42.02 and 42.01. So maybe that will be good enough tonight. Maybe she has to improve another length or so, I don't know. But she'll do her best anyway.
I know you get very nervous. How are you doing tonight? You okay?
I'm not nervous at all. The only reason I was nervous last time was because I was standing next to you. But my hands are absolutely dead okay tonight. So no worries at all.
Good. Hopefully you'll be able to enjoy it then. Good luck. Wish you all the best, guys.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Price of Blue Bee at the moment down the betting here is a solid 9-4 chance. I've had 11-4 early on today. 3-1 to 3 Aero Majestic, and the same carpet is 6 Capoley Ash. Bar those, they go 6-1 1 Curracule, 8-1 5 Darts Wizard, and 16-1 4 Penske Rain. Predictor for the WilliamHill.com. St Leger final goes the way the 3 over the 2. What a money today though, Gal's been for the 2 dog. I mean, there was chunks for it this morning.
Don't forget William Hill put up 11-4 this morning, Blue Bee. That was the dog they wanted to lay. They went top of the shot. They got filled in, they went 9-4, so that's the dog the sponsors want to get beat, Blue Bee. But it's a fantastic final. I think any of them can win, Dave, honestly, even one of the outsiders.
Yeah, he looks that sort of race, doesn't he?
Anything can win this, honestly. It's a good bookies final.
So you can put in a pin anywhere particularly?
No pin this time, no.
No pin. I'm going to put a small pin on the 3, Gary.
Well, it's wide open, that's for sure. There is a favourite, of course, we know about that. It's going to be a really good race, I'm sure of that. Wimbledon, the home of Greyhound Classics, the Derby, the Puppy Derby, the Oaks, the Grand National, and now the Stayers Classic, the WilliamHill.com St Leger Final. 687 metres, 6 pence, £6,000 to the winning connections. And here's Hobbsy with a final thought.
£8,000 to the winner, Gary. Yeah, it is the Stayers Classic. It should be a fantastic race. We saw actually Blue Bee's 2nd ever race in the unraced stake at Doncaster. She gets the vote for me, but she's going to have to drop herself out, I believe, because she doesn't really like dogs around her, Kate.
I'm just a little bit concerned about the track tonight as well. I think, you know, 1 and 3 probably going to be the two that are going to lead the charge. And are they going to pick them up from behind? You're going to need to be really close. You know, the likes of Blue Bee and Capoley Ash, they track it. They need to track these leaders in order to pick them up on the line. Just the 2 lengths split the best times amongst these dogs as well.
Indeed, £8,000 then to the winning connections. And here is your big race commentator, Errol Blythe.
Yes, they're all in then for the WilliamHill.com St Ledger final for 2011. Gary Matthews waves the flag and the hare is on the move with £8,000 at stake here, and of course the prestige of winning the biggest 6-bend contest of the year. This is the one that we really look forward to, and trap 2, Blue Bee's going to go off favourite 2-1 just before the traps open, and there they go racing up towards the first bend. Blue Bee got away quite well, better pace though Aero Majestic. Here comes Curracule. That could be a nightmare for Blue Bee as they go around the turn, seem to avoid trouble. Four's improved Penske Rain, but all of a sudden Aero Majestic is shot clear. Aero Majestic with a 4-length lead here from 4, Penske Rain lying in second, bustled up by Curracule. Then comes Blue Bee, who's hovering. After these comes Capoley Ash, and then comes Darts Wizard as they head down the far side, and it's Aero Majestic for Mark Wallace, who won it of course in 2009 with Kinda Ease. He's got a 5-length lead here. Blue Bee's trying to force its way through into second place. Capoley Ash is staying on, but it's Aero Majestic all the way wins for Mark Wallace and lands the 2011 WilliamHill.com St Ledger final. Aero Majestic beating the strong running Capoley Ash in second place, and will confirm third in a moment. But terrific early pace from Mark Wallace's runner. Aero Majestic flew out of the boxes, showed early pace, and basically stayed out in front. A very calm looking Mark Wallace picking up Aero Majestic there. His heartbeat was probably racing, but he looks as cool as a cucumber picking up Aero Majestic at the top. Let's watch the action again from the start. Darts Wizard didn't come away brilliantly, was under pressure straight away. Blue Bee didn't get badly hampered by Curracule, but you could say was crowded, had the ground pinched from underneath her by Curracule. But as they come around the third turn, Aero Majestic building on the lead all the time. At the moment, Penske Rain and Curracule disputing second at that point, with Blue Bee again moving up. It was all too much for Capoley Ash, who was basically taken off his feet at this stage of the race, was just beginning to pick up a bit of ground at the 5th bend. But Aero Majestic in splendid isolation, never looked back and tore home to win emphatically. Kind of easy in 2009 for Mark Wallace. 2011, it's Aero Majestic. Big run Capoley Ash up the home straight, you can see was only a couple of lengths away at the winning line. 41.62 has been clarified as the winning time for Aero Majestic, and landing the spoils by about 2 lengths in the end. Third place to trap 2, Blue Bee just ahead of Curracule, who ran a huge race for Charles Fanous. Let's watch the action again. We put the spotlight camera on Capoley Ash. Broke well, but it does get outpaced. And going into the first bend, does it get nudged at all? You could say it's slightly crowded with company there with trap 5. In fact, gets bumped there at that point. Darts Wizard bumping into Capoley Ash around that second bend. We know that it's a greyhound with a huge finish, Capoley Ash, and no doubt a little bit further in time will definitely suit this greyhound. Starts to get going down the far side, goes past Darts Wizard, goes past Penske Rain coming into the second last turn, then moves off, as you can see, comes around the outside of both Blue Bee and Curracule and finishes so powerfully, but I'm afraid all too late for the Drapers this time round. Aero Majestic, a winner for Mark Wallace.
Well, Mark Wallace is absolutely thrilled. He's gave us a sign as he walked past there with his fist up in the air. And, you know, he said beforehand that it was all going so well, but he remains hit and miss at the boxes, does Aero Majestic. Well, it's a big hit tonight. So, Jonathan and Kate, take us through this.
Well, the cream comes to the top. He's the top of the Trainers' Championship. His name is Mark Wallace. He's already won a St Ledger. His dog has absolutely flown to the bend. Fair play to Charles Fanous, because after a slow start, so too has Curracule. Blue Bee just could not get a run. She couldn't hold a position, and she's up against it now, the favourite, as he streaks clear, 10 lengths clear over Majestic's. Not going to be quite like when Kinda Easy and Droopy Zach went head-to-head for the kennel, but this is fantastic for Mark Wallace, the first person to congratulate him and give him a cuddle. Paul Anderson, Chris Allsop's head man, in terms of the Trainers' Championship. That's a big thing to say. Running a cracking race inside was Caracul, but Kate, watch for Capoley Ash's big race finish.
Well, I mean, you've just got to keep an eye out for this greyhound in the future. It's probably the hard luck story of the race, Capoley Ash in trap 6. It's got done everywhere, and he's flown home as well. You know, not